Good evening, Scotland. Good evening, social media land. I hope you are well. It is Friday, the 29th of April 2022. One of the most draconian pieces of legislation was enacted in the Houses of Parliament on April the 28th, 2022. The Police, Crime and Sentencing and Courts Act places a massive restriction upon our basic rights to protest. Make no mistake, this is Priti Patels' personal wet dream of a police state law. I am quite sure she lies awake at night thinking of cruel and unusual ways to f*** us up even more. Between this law and her Nationality and Borders Act, you can see her true political empathy lies somewhere right of Mussolini. This law will allow police in England and Wales to forcibly break up the protests that are deemed too noisy or have caused distress to the public. The whole point of peaceful and also perhaps disruptive protests can be termed as a vital component to bring about awareness and change in society when government does not listen or is enacting a behaviour truly unacceptable to the masses. Like, say, ridiculous tax increases for the public while they vote for a pay rise for themselves. Would women have received the right to vote through the suffragette movement if this law was enacted back then? Would the poll tax in Scotland have been abolished if we did not express the absolute lunacy of this policy the way we did when Thatcher did not listen? The people of these islands have let this happen. The secret racists and pillow-brained voters of Brexit were seduced into voting to keep Johnny Foreigner out and put Walker Johnson in. The corrupt Conservatives are fortifying their political hegemony to keep themselves in power with Acts of Parliament. They will use this and other laws to suppress those that move against them in protest. For now, we are lucky not to have this act enforced in Scotland, for now anyway. However, with such laws as the Internal Markets Act and several Labour lords looking to drive a horse and cart through the devolution decision-making process, I can see by the time we get to Indy Ref 2 and the campaign for independence that this act will probably be enforced by some back-handed greasy deal or sleight-of-hand power grab to prevent a full and true independence campaign. Something to think about when you ask yourself if you're yes yet. Thank you for listening. Goodbye and good luck.